Hey guys, welcome back to the channel with another video. I just wanted to follow up the last video with some extra information for confirmations for entering a trade. I know the previous video I went over the general aspects of entering and exiting a trade, but I just want to go into some more detail with what confirmations to look for when entering a trade. It's all well and good having your price levels set, but you do need some additional confirmation to enter a trade. Some of you might be quite hesitant to enter a trade and you're not sure whether you should or whether you shouldn't enter a trade. So I'm going to be discussing what additional confirmations would you look for before entering a trade. Now, the price levels are obviously very important, but there are certain things that you can look for just to ensure you have the correct confirmations before entering a trade. One of the biggest confirmations is volume. So if any of you are using TradingView, which I highly recommend you do, TradingView actually sets it out pretty well with the volume level. So you'll see it towards the bottom of the graph here, bottom of the chart, sorry. You will see that these green and red bars at the bottom, they signify volume. So green is obviously there, sort of showing the levels of buying volume coming in, and the red bars signify the seller volume stepping in. So generally, before I enter a trade, I like to see volume before entering the trade. So I generally wait for the volume bars to pick up some momentum, and combining that with price action, you will then have that confirmation to enter a trade. So for instance, we're looking here at AMD, the same chart which we saw on the previous video. You will see that in this area of demand, you want to see, as it exits demand, you want to see high levels of volume. So you can clearly see that the volumes was well above average of what we usually see, and this was extra confirmation for you to enter a trade. So as soon as it came out demand, you saw huge level of volume. This is on a 5-minute chart. You saw huge levels of volume, and this was the correct entry point for this particular trade as it correlates with the volume for the trade. So there's two confirmations there. One, it was in a demand zone. Second, the volume was extremely high and well above average for this stock, which was confirmation that the stock was going to rise in price. So that is two confirmations to look for. Now, the third confirmation is another type of factor to consider when trading, and it's a different catalyst to consider when trading, options trading, and that is the news. Now, that is obviously an obvious answer for this, but if there's some significant news that's come out that may affect a particular stock, for instance, with Apple, they've just come out with the headphones, and that was announced that they will be coming out with a new product. So the price went up and correlated with the news and that catalyst. So that's one of the things to also combine with your trading. It's not so much what you would need to look on a graph, but it's good to keep up to date with particular news that relates to the stock that you're looking to trade. So usually news will act as a catalyst for you to add to your sort of trading journal of what you would hope to trade. And usually if news comes out over the weekend, it's good to keep a lookout on those particular stocks and see if you can use that catalyst to make significant price movements in the stock and therefore help your trading. So that is another third confirmation which you could use. Some of the other confirmations I won't go into now, but it is going to be something that is part of my course which I'm offering, but I don't want to give all those details away, but that's my trading strategy which I can share with you guys at a later date. But these are the specific confirmations which you should always look for. So one is price action, second is volume, and third, is there a catalyst? Is there some news that has come out which is going to cause a fluctuation in the price? One thing I would say, guys, is that it's confirmations and looking at historical amounts it won't 100% of the time guarantee what the price is going to do. The market does what it wants, but you can use these historical levels to sort of justify your entry point and justify your exit point. But sometimes the market's not going to act in the exact way you hope it to, so you need to be prepared to exit a trade and hit a stop loss and maintain your risk management if for whatever reason the price does not go ahead and do as you predict it to do based on your technical analysis. So that's something to keep in mind for any beginner traders there. But this is basically just wanted to cover off the confirmations which you need to look for. But volume is guaranteed to be one of the biggest confirmations. Now, you could use other indicators and other ways of looking at it, but keep in mind that indicators always work on historical prices. Indicators are purely based off historical price changes and price movements of a particular stock. So you can't solely rely on indicators. You need other sort of confirmations, and volume is by far the biggest confirmation needed for entering a trade. So I hope you guys found that really helpful. I did want to follow on the previous video with some extra information for you guys. If anyone's got any questions, leave it in the comment section below, and give me a follow on my Instagram, which will also be in the description box below. If you want to message me on there, feel free to do so, as I will be helping everyone out. But the website as well as the community chat should be available very shortly if anyone is interested in joining that. And if anyone's got any suggestions for new videos or anything they would like to learn, leave that in the comment section below, and I will get back to every single one of you. So thanks again for watching. I will catch you all on the next video. Take care. Goodbye.